The retail giant that we all know and rely on is facing some unprecedented challenges, and it's not just a minor hiccup. We're talking about a series of events that could shake the very foundation of how we shop and live. We're talking about a perfect storm of bad news brewing, and where's the eye of that storm headed? Right towards the heart of our consumer culture, straight for your local Walmart, the place where you get everything from groceries to gadgets all under one roof. Now, I know what you're thinking, John, you're being dramatic. But let me tell you, the signs are all there. It's Walmart. They sell everything from sweatpants to shotguns. They've got it all. And they've always been a symbol of abundance and convenience, and you're right, they do. But even the most robust systems can falter under extreme pressure. But even the mighty Walmart isn't immune to the chaos coming our way. Supply chains are strained, and the ripple effects are starting to show. We're talking food shortages, the likes of which we haven't seen in decades. Imagine walking into your local store and finding the shelves bare. It's a scenario that's becoming all too real. We're talking energy bills that make you want to invest in a good pair of mittens and just hibernate until spring. The cost of living is skyrocketing, and it's hitting everyone hard. We're talking about the very real possibility of civil unrest. When people can't get what they need, tensions rise and society can become unpredictable. And smack dab in the middle of it all, trying to keep those shelves stocked and those doors open, is good old Walmart. Their employees are working tirelessly to manage the situation, but it's a monumental task. Now, I'm not in the business of fear-mongering. My goal is to inform and prepare you for what's coming. But I am in the business of giving it to you straight, and the truth is, things are about to get weird. The landscape of retail and daily life is shifting, and we need to be ready for it. But don't worry. We're going to break it all down piece by painful piece so you can understand what's happening, why it's happening, and most importantly, what you can do about it. Knowledge is power, and being informed is the first step to navigating these turbulent times. Because when the going gets tough, the tough stock up on discount bulk toilet paper. That's just common sense. But beyond stocking up, there are other steps you can take to ensure you're prepared. Start by having a plan. Sit down with your family and discuss what you would do in case of shortages or other disruptions. Having a clear strategy can make all the difference. Next, take inventory of what you already have. Knowing what supplies you have on hand can help you make informed decisions about what you need to buy. Also, keep an eye on your budget. With prices rising, it's more important than ever to manage your finances carefully. Look for deals, buy in bulk when it makes sense, and avoid unnecessary expenses. Consider alternative sources of food and supplies. Community gardens, local farmers markets, and even bartering with neighbors can help you get what you need without relying solely on big retailers. Finally, invest in learning new skills. Whether it's gardening, canning, or basic home repairs, being more self-sufficient can reduce your reliance on external systems and give you more control over your situation. So while the road ahead may be rocky, remember that preparation and knowledge are your best allies. Stay informed, stay prepared, and together we'll weather this storm. Remember those empty shelves we saw back in the early days of COVID, the eerie sight of barren aisles, the panic buying, and the uncertainty that gripped us all? It felt like a scene straight out of a dystopian movie, didn't it? Yeah, get ready for a horrifying sequel. This time, the stakes are even higher, and the situation is more complex. Food shortages are back, baby, and this time they're bringing friends. We're not just talking about a few missing items here and there. We're looking at a widespread issue that affects every corner of the globe. Global supply chains, still reeling from the pandemic punch, are now getting a second wind knocked out of them by, well, everything. From logistical nightmares at congested ports to labor shortages and shipping delays, the entire system is under immense strain. Climate change is messing with harvests. Unpredictable weather patterns, severe droughts, and devastating floods are wreaking havoc on agricultural production. Farmers are struggling to grow enough food to meet demand. Fuel costs are making transportation a luxury. The skyrocketing prices of diesel and gasoline are driving up the cost of moving goods from one place to another. This added expense is inevitably passed down to consumers. And let's not even get started on the geopolitical clusterfuck that's making international trade about as predictable as a toddler on a sugar rush. Trade wars, tariffs, and political tensions are creating barriers that further complicate the flow of goods. What does this mean for you, the average Walmart shopper? It means that the convenience and variety you've come to expect are under threat. It means higher prices for starters. The cost of everyday items is climbing, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down. Your weekly grocery bill is likely to become a source of stress. We're talking about your grocery bill doing its best impression of a runaway hot air balloon. Each trip to the store feels like a gamble, with prices fluctuating unpredictably. But it's not just about cost, it's about availability. The products you rely on might not be there when you need them. Remember that time you couldn't find your favorite brand of mayonnaise? Or that specific type of pasta you love? Those moments of frustration are becoming more common. Multiply that by, like, everything, and you're starting to get the picture. The scarcity isn't limited to a few items, it's spreading across various categories. This isn't some dystopian fantasy, folks. This is our reality. The food crisis is here, and it's affecting us all in ways we never imagined. And while the government scrambles to figure out a plan, good luck with that, by the way, it's down to us to be prepared. Policy changes and interventions take time, and we need to act now. And yes, before you ask, stocking up on ramen noodles is always a good start. Non-perishable items can be a lifesaver during times of uncertainty. But we'll get to more practical tips later. There are ways to navigate this crisis, and we'll explore them together. For now, just let the gravity of the situation sink in. Understand that this is a complex issue with no easy solutions, but by staying informed and prepared, we can weather this storm together. California, the land of Hollywood, Silicon Valley, and oh yeah, a significant chunk of America's fruits and vegetables. California's been in a drought, like a really bad one. We're talking Dust Bowl 2.0 levels of dryness here. And when California can't grow food, America can't eat. It's as simple as that. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, I'm more of a meat and potatoes kind of person. I don't need California's fancy lettuce. Fair enough. But here's the thing. California also grows a lot of the stuff we feed to the animals that we then eat. So your beloved burger is feeling the California heat too. This drought isn't just bad news for Californians, it's bad news for all of us. It's driving up food prices, it's putting a strain on our already fragile supply chains, and it's a stark reminder that climate change isn't some far-off problem. It's messing with our dinner right now. And that is a problem we can't ignore. Energy bills, skyrocketing, heating or eating. Remember when you could crank up the AC in the summer without having to remortgage your house? Those were simpler times, my friend, because now energy prices are going through the roof faster than a SpaceX rocket. And by through the roof, I mean into the stratosphere and then some. We're talking about the perfect storm of factors here. Geopolitical turmoil, climate change-induced extreme weather events, and good old-fashioned supply and demand issues. The result? Your gas bill is about to start looking like a phone number, and your electricity bill, let's just say you might want to invest in some candles and a good book. Now you might be thinking, John, what does this have to do with Walmart? Well, everything, my friend. When energy prices go up, so does the cost of, well, everything. Transportation costs rise, manufacturing costs rise, even the cost of keeping the lights on in your local Walmart goes up. And who do you think ends up footing the bill? That's right, you, the loyal Walmart shopper. A nervous nation from whispers to unrest. Here's the thing about humans. We don't tend to behave our best when we're hungry, broke, and cold. It's a primal instinct, really. When basic needs aren't met, our survival mode kicks in, and that can lead to some pretty erratic behavior. And right now, thanks to the delightful cocktail of crises we've been discussing, a lot of Americans are feeling all three. The rising cost of living, the scarcity of resources, and the uncertainty of the future are all contributing to a collective sense of unease. We're talking about a level of economic anxiety not seen since, well, pick your favorite economic crisis. Whether it's the Great Depression, the 2008 financial meltdown, or any other period of economic turmoil, the signs are eerily similar. Now, I'm not saying that we're all about to turn into a real-life version of the purge, but the fear and uncertainty are palpable. People are on edge, and that can lead to a breakdown in social order. But I'm saying that when people are struggling to put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads, tensions tend to run a little high. The stress of daily survival can make even the most mundane interactions fraught with conflict. And when tensions run high, well, let's just say that things have a tendency to boil over. Protests, arguments, and even violence can erupt when people feel they have no other outlet for their frustrations. Now, where does Walmart fit into all of this? It's more than just a retail giant, it's a microcosm of the broader societal issues at play. Aside from being a potential target for frustrated shoppers looking to vent their frustrations, don't try it, folks, those Walmart employees are tougher than they look. Walmart is also a barometer for the national mood. The way people behave in Walmart can tell us a lot about the state of the nation. Walmart is also a barometer for the national mood. When people are panicking, Walmart shelves empty faster than a beer fridge at a college party. It's a place where the economic and social pressures of the outside world are magnified. When people are panicking, Walmart shelves empty faster than a beer fridge at a college party. And right now, those shelves are looking a little bare, my friends. The sight of empty shelves can be unsettling, a visual reminder of scarcity and the fragility of our supply chains. And right now, those shelves are looking a little bare, my friends. It's not just about the inconvenience of not finding what you need. It's about the underlying fear that things might get worse before they get better. The empty shelves are a symptom of a larger problem, one that requires collective action and resilience to overcome.